So what we do in Naivasha stays in Naivasha. Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. As we come to the close of this year's conference, let me begin by thanking each of you for your time, your engagement, and the depth of contribution you have brought to these discussions. Special gratitude to the RAC Secretariat, who had asked to just please step forward for recognition. Do we have some of them in the room? Amina? Eveline? Oh, they're out there. Maybe we'll let them come in and we'll recognize them a big round when they come in. But as we're doing that, I also want to give a special thanks to our chairman for his guidance, Jeff Rundo, for his guidance and perseverance with us as we're bringing this together. I see there's one person I'd like to recognize also as almost as an unsung hero of this event. He's been a very quiet participant in this conference. But Paul Mudaura, we owe a lot of what we're doing, in fact, everything we're doing here, we owe to the work he did at the Capital Markets Authority when he was the CEO. It was at that time that the allocation for a REIT allocation of 30% was born. It was that time where we had the alternative asset class, private equity and all that. So I had the privilege of serving with him. Well, I steered a committee that was part of the master plan development for the 10-year master plan for the capital markets. Justice was also there. So he's also part of the reason we're here. These are people who have behind the scenes have been playing a critical role in the development of this industry, and we're all here mainly as a result of their work. So I just want to recognize and appreciate them as well. Over the past day and a half, what has stood out is not just the quality of ideas, but the level of engagement across the room. Candid, practical, forward-looking, we have brought together regulators, investors, developers, advisors, and market operators. And the conversations have reflected both the complexity of the challenges and the scale of the opportunity before us. A few themes have come through clearly for me. First, the importance of regulatory clarity and consistency, creating an environment in which capital can move with confidence. The second, the central role of technology, data, governance, and sustainability as the enablers of efficiency and scalability, being their foundations for attracting institutional capital. And third, is a shared recognition that in principle, everything is REITable. Everything is REITable. But only where there are credible cash flows, robust structures, and of course, credible issuers, and experienced REIT managers with the requisite expertise and specific knowledge and track record in specific asset classes. If there is one takeaway from this conference, it is the opportunity before us is no longer theoretical. It is structural. The question is no longer whether African REIT market can work, but how quickly and how well we execute. We have explored a wide range of forward-looking ideas, from the visualization of the smart future cities to expanding into new asset classes like the towers and the logistics and data centers, to embedding sustainability and technology into real estate platforms. And we have appreciated the participation and support of the government in this conference. We were privileged to have CS Hinga's representative here, Cassius, the QS Cassius, as a demonstration of support, and of course, our regulators, well represented, with whom we will continue to productively engage to refine the policies and frameworks to facilitate deepening of the REIT market. You will have remembered Raghav's presentation yesterday. He advised that actually the regulations are already perfect. He said there's nothing to be done. Well, I think we can still do a little better. I was also reassured by Kairos yesterday when he said, don't worry about the tax issues. Those are fixed. That's imminent. Okay, so we've done our work. Everything is perfect, but still we'll continue to engage with the regulator just to make sure. Just to make sure. Okay? For those of you at last night's gala dinner, it reminded us of something equally important, that behind the institution and capital, there really is a depth of talent, creativity, and personality in this ecosystem. Some of it was demonstrated up until 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. It was, if I may say, a rather colorful, energetic display, and a very welcome reminder that this market is being built by people, not just by frameworks. Special mention to Irungu, who somehow managed to represent all ethnic ethnicities of Kenya, from Maasai to Kisii to the mountain. Everything was there. So that was a moment to remember. I'd also like to especially recognize our MC, Gift. Right? For his disciplined and entertaining orchestration of affairs, and for getting some of us to break a leg last night. What matters now is momentum. The real measure of this conference will not be the quality of discussion, but what follows. Transactions executed, partnerships formed, and tangible progress on policy and market development. This is a market that will only scale through alignment between regulators, capital providers, and operators, and through continued collaboration across this room. So let me close by thanking you once again for your openness, your insights, and your commitment to building this market. The work now begins. Safe journeys, and look forward to continuing this journey with many of you in the months ahead. Thank you very much.